Hello, my name is Jose Martinez and I'm affected with the Mandela effect, but with a different effect. I don't believe in changes. This is a perfect example of what I mean. It is impossible for your heart to move and switch places.
One of the most interesting changes seen with the Mandela effect are the ones in human anatomy, because these changes affect all of us. Many of the Mandela effect changes seem random, but the changes to our body, almost all, are clearly improvements. We are now more flexible, have more endurance, and get less injuries.
Here is proof that we're inside a different avatar.
Things are still changing, so here is a small list of the changes plus an added bonus video with the residue from the old times. The heart is now in the center of the chest, just slightly to the left.
So don't listen to these people when they tell you your body changed, your insides of your body changed.
The kidneys have now moved up under the ribs instead of the lower back.
So if your kidneys moved, how did that happen? Supernaturally or magically? That's
The
crazy.
liver is now much bigger and higher.
What she's describing is the old body that we used to have on Sagittarius' arm. Our skeleton was more fragile.
The stomach is now on the left side and changing shape.
This is evidence how people are being misinformed and making videos about things that are not true. They're lying to you.
The lungs are now much higher and closer to the clavicle bone.
This is a perfect example how the Mandela effect people are driving people crazy by telling them lies about their own bodies. This is crazy.
Here are many skeleton changes. The spine is now 2 to 3 times as broad. The elbow joint has become more closely locked together. There are knuckles on your ribs to both sides of the spine, making them more difficult to break. The hip bone now is angled diagonally. The cervical vertebrae in your neck are almost twice as broad now and much more solid. The collarbone in the front has come up higher. The shoulder joint has become more complex. The finger bones have gotten slightly more slender. Ribs on the front of the rib cage. The bones of the pelvis have become a much more solid, stronger structure.
In the Sagittarius arm, a lot of people have broken necks, broken collarbones, broken ribs. Our bones were more fragile.
Here are many skull changes. The chin in many people has become slightly more strong and square. The eyes now have bone all the way behind it. The nose, which used to be all cartilage, now has a bone running vertically through it. There are now ridges at the bottom of your skull, making it harder to damage your brain. There are indents in the bone structure around your temple, so that the rest of your skull absorbs the shock if you fall sideward. Your mouth has slightly more space for teeth, making it easier for the wisdom teeth to fit.
This avatar that we have now is suited for this earth.
It's clear to see that the changes to human anatomy are improvements and upgrades. The question is, are we getting ready for a changed future?
Yes, this lady is correct. We do have a lot of upgrades. But that means we're on a different earth with a different body. And this body was made for this earth to survive. And it's a lot stronger than the one that we had before.